Hi, my name is Frank Smith. I own and operate my own cell phone and mobile repair business. I've been making money in this business for over 5 years, and I like to think that I'm so good at it, I could do it with my eyes closed. The best part about running my own mobile repair business is it allows me time to do the things that I love. And as you can see, I love spending time with my family, riding my razors and dirt bikes, spending time with my friends, and having the flexibility to do all of that whenever I want. At the same time, I've learned how to build my own business, providing products and services to my community. And even when those services and business needs change, I can overcome and adapt to these changes.
Alrighty. Mr. Smith, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to have you.
Pretty
Good to
good.
have you. Good to have you. So for you guys who don't know Frank, most of you guys do. He's been with us, or he's been on the webinars quite a few times. As a matter of fact, people often ask him back because he provides so much good information. So it's good to have you back, Frank. For those of you that don't know who Frank is basically a business owner. He's a shop owner. He's been in the business for quite some time. How many years have you been in the business now?
I want to say going on 7 years
So
now.
you've owned your own shop, repair shop, and operated your own repair shop for about 7 years.
Different businesses. So basically, I've been an entrepreneur for, man, dude, almost like 15, 20 years.
Right. And you've been in the cell phone repair business for
about 7.
For about 7 years. So again, some of you guys know Frank, some of you guys don't, but Frank's been doing this for a while, so he has a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and we like to use Frank and as a guinea pig a lot of times to figure things out, which is cool. So what we want to ask Frank about today is, it's been about what, 8 months since you've been on, and since you've last been on.
It's been a while. Let's put it this way:
Yeah.
time flies when you're having fun.
Right.
So
Right.
Who knows how long it's
and
been.
I know you've been using the system that we've been talking about tonight,
Right?
And you've been using it for about 8 months, right? For about the time, and it hasn't been completely done. It's been a process, right? From then till now. But what we want to ask you about, Frank, is we just want to get your feedback and get some understanding about how this LMS system or this virtual training has impacted your business and how you do business each and every day. So the first thing I want to ask is just, what's been the biggest change in the way you do business with this LMS system that you've actually been using over the last 8 months?
Well, let me start with the biggest pain in my side in this industry, period,
right,
has been about training your staff.
Right.
Okay.
So we talk about all the time.
So if anyone's in the business or who's actually had to go through this, or who's actually even maybe been held hostage by a technician, that is by far what the LMS system has actually eliminated, was the reliance on certain people and being, or feeling like you're being held hostage by a group of technicians in your business or businesses, depending on how many locations you have. So what that's done for me is I don't have to worry about technicians anymore. It used to be, here's how my hiring process used to look like.
Right.
What it used to look like is find somebody with technical skill, make it easier to train, so I can just pick up where I left off with the other individual or individuals that I'm replacing. Because I've had times where I had to clean house.
Right, exactly.
Because of the sole fact, and it could become very difficult ramping back up in the past, but now it's not an issue
because of the time that it took.
Now, by using the learning management system, is what I've done is I've cleaned house. Okay. Because now my focus is customer service. It's not about technical.
Right.
Okay. It's about customer service. It's about sales. And then obviously the aftermath is the repair.
Right.
Okay. You get sales, you do the customer service, you do what you need to do. Now it's fulfillment. The technical part is the fulfillment part.
Right.
Okay. So realistically, as long as you're able to train people quickly, which the LMS system has done, it's made it easy for me. So that's the biggest thing. And the biggest change in my business is I do not need technicians.
Right.
I can hire anyone and make them a technician.
So the system actually allows you to hire a inexperienced or somebody who has very minimal experience in the cell phone repair.
Here's what I look for now. I look for customer service And the only technical thing that I look for is the technical like aptitude.
And that's because you can provide that now.
Right. I can provide the training.
Right.
All they need is the desire,
right,
and the actual want and the need, to do it. If they want to do it, then that's how we train. So basically what I look for, hey, what are your hobbies?
right.
Well, I kind of like tinkering things,
right.
playing video games, took things apart. And
right.
I'm like, okay, well, this guy, I think he can do something. And then also what it's done, Will, is now I can figure out real quick whether this individual is a fit or not.
So you see it quick filter very fast.
Quick. So now I don't waste my time on hiring people that aren't a fit.
Now, how do you see that? Because I know the system actually, it allows you to manage on the back end. So as a owner, you can manage the training.
Right.
You can see what's going on.
So how we look at that now is, now I have a portal, a back end portal, right? So what happens is my trainee or potential employee goes through the system, and I can see his progress. I can see how long he's spending on these things. I can see how well he did on the test. How many times he took the test to pass the test. Right. And then once you see that progression, and it's the theory part, and then all we have to do is test them and review their practical. But I don't even have to do that. My staff does that. So it's all laid out. It's the same all the time. And if it does change, it updates, which is great. So it's basically, it's like that Office Max easy button. You just hit the easy button and they go through the training, which I don't even have to think about because it's already there. It's already done. I don't have to develop it. I don't have to do anything. It's just there, put them through it, start it. I view it. I monitor it. If they're doing well, pass.
That sounds good. Now, from a scalability standpoint, how does that impact your scalability? Because now it sounds like, because now you have all of this free time to work on your business as opposed to in your business, right? So now you can build your business. You have time to do more building of business. So it seems like scalability would be a little bit easier for you now.
It's extremely easy. Again, I don't have to worry about technicians. I don't focus on technicians. I focus on customer service. I focus on sales. I focus on bringing in new business. And then if technicians fall out, they fall out and we train more. But what it actually has done, it's actually given me the opportunity to find people who want to work and want to be in this industry. And we train them from the ground up. So I train them with the best habits there possibly is.
Without being held.
And I don't got to pick up the guy off the street that just knows cell phone repair and bring them on with all these bad habits. Now I can bring them in with my culture, how I want things to be done.
And it's not holding you hostage.
And it's not holding me hostage. It ain't holding me back.
No, that's great.
Let
me ask you this. We got to move pretty quickly. I don't mean to rush you. We got a limited time.
Problem.
But what about Joe, right? Joe, he's a mobile technician. He doesn't hire people. He doesn't have multiple employees. How can this system work for him? Does this system actually work for Joe, who does the mobile tech thing?
It does. I had an individual come to my store looking to get into cell phone repair. I didn't have a job for him. We were filled up. We turned him onto this system. And every now and then he comes in, talks to me, thanks me for introducing him and things like that. So I've kept in touch with him. And for him, I want to say he got up and going in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and actually from training to actually doing repairs. That's how quick he was able to implement the systems. And actually, there's other training in there as well that for those guys, there's business training for them. He really didn't even have to ask me a whole lot. He sometimes be like, "Hey man, I took this in the learning management system. Says do this, this, and this. What do you think?" Well, obviously I did the business training. I was like, "Well, it works great. That's why I'm doing what I've done now." So, but it worked for him all day long, because what it does is it focuses on a lot of free aspects, low entry level, little to no money. And this guy literally barely had 2 nickels to rub together. And now he's out there making money, taking care of his customers, advertising for free, marketing for free, and getting customers for free. What he's doing is he's putting in his effort.
And now he also has the live support, right? Because I know a big part of this system, this LMS system, this learning management virtual system, is the live interaction with your trainer. So your technicians can actually, when they go through the system and they learn the theoretical or whatever it is, the new device, whatever it is, if they need that reinforcement, then the live training is there to reinforce the training also. How has that impacted your business?
Well, that is one of the best parts of the business. And for me personally, and I'm sure for technicians as well, because now what it does for me is I don't got to be there. When there's a question, you know, obviously I've been in the business for 7 years.
Right.
I tend to be the go-to guy.
Right.
I don't have to be the go-to guy anymore.
Right.
So what it does for me is it eliminates any of the day-to-day operations that I really shouldn't be focused on.
Right.
It eliminates that.
Right.
So I basically brought on a whole nother support team because of the live interactions,
Right.
and my staff gets to go on. And even if it's something that they need right away, typically the archives already have it.
Right.
All of the archive sessions and things like that have those really
So they can
advanced
go back and
repairs.
look at
They go back
everything.
and take a look
Yeah.
at it. Typically now, all I have to say is it in the learning manual? Did you check there?
Did you
Oh
check?
yeah, no, I didn't. I was like, well, go check there, and then if you have a problem, you know, give me a call,
Yeah.
or you know, let's see what the live session is going to be about.
Yeah.
So that alone has helped me with my free time.
Right.
I got literally, I'm making more money
Right.
with less time, and I get to more do the things that I like.
That is the
So,
objective. So,
yeah.
you know, that's great to hear. That's great feedback to get, Frank. It's great feedback. And I know, like I said, you've been our guinea pig, right? So
Right.
you've seen it from the beginning stages to the stages it's at now.
Right.
And just to get that feedback from you really says that we're hitting the right goals. And because we want you guys to be as successful as you possibly can be. And bottom line is everything. The ability to do those things you're talking about is everything. So let me ask you, while I mentioned bottom line and we talk about bottom line, tell us exactly from a monetary standpoint,
Okay.
how has all of this impacted the way you make money, how much money you make, your revenues, your end of the month? How does that look now versus the way it looked before you were able to, you know, have this time and this flexibility because of this training?
Again, I'm going to make a couple of points on this, and I cannot say it enough, is this has made the training and bringing people on so ridiculously easy,
Right.
that I was able to scale. And all I had to do, I didn't have to worry about the technical. I did not have to worry about training technicians.
Right.
All I had to do was figure out who I wanted to hire with the culture, bring them on.
Right.
That was the scalability part, right?
Right.
All I was doing is I was putting more repairs into the bottom line. I was bringing in more accounts. I did not have to worry about hiring more people because it was so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what was holding me back
Right.
before.
It's the training.
So now
Yeah.
I have more accounts,
Mhm.
and I don't have to worry about bringing on accounts and worry about fulfillment.
Right.
Because guys, that was the biggest thing, was
Right.
bringing on accounts and worrying about being able to fulfill those X amount of repairs
Right.
per day. It's eliminated.
Yeah.
All I got to worry about is bringing in more repairs, which equals more money.
Working on your business.
And that's it.
That's it.
So I'm so glad I don't have to worry about training technicians and actually figuring out how to build it
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
in my business. It's done.
That's great.
It's
Frank.
done.
And again, we don't mean to rush you.
So,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
You know, we'll wrap it up with that. I just want to thank you for allowing us to actually use you, right, as a, you know, as a test to see what was needed, and also implement this into your business to see the results that you're
Right.
getting. And we're so excited. I'm so excited that you're getting these results, because we know what like you said, we've been in this business a long time. So
Right.
we've known what the Achilles heel is, and we
Yes.
know that that's
Yes.
training. And if you can get past that training block, that training blocks a lot
And
of people.
it is, and it's two sides. And I just want to reiterate this, guys. If you're out there and you're running a cell phone repair business, you know what I'm talking about. That training can be just a monstrosity of a burden. And now that
Right.
that's lifted,
Yeah.
and also too, the guy that's getting into the business,
Right, the guy is getting
the
into
amount of
business.
information that's in there, realistically, we've taken 7 years
Yeah.
years of success
Yeah.
in business and training,
Yeah.
and put it all in there. So you don't have to figure anything out.
Right. So
You
for
just,
the guy who's
you just follow the
the
blueprint.
new guy, the guy who's a a mobile tech who's working for himself, the guy who has multiple locations, this thing works for
It works
everybody.
for everyone, because realistically, the core of it is systems, ease of it, and knowing what to do.
Right. And the training is the Achilles heel without question.
Big time, big
Right,
time. So
right.
now that's eliminated.
Right.
And now once that's eliminated, we have the blueprints in there.
Right. All right.
Just follow.
Okay. Well,
So,
thanks, Frank. I
yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Glad to hear that you're having all the success you're having, man. And let's go ahead and kick it back. I want to thank Frank for being with us. I'm sure he'll be back
Right.
again, because
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be requested to be back.
I got
again.
some time.
So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the day room. We're going to get back to the day room, and we're going to finish up with the webinar. All right. So You guys don't go anywhere. Frank, let's go ahead and head back to the other room, and we'll see you guys in just a second.